You're on.
Okay. Today is August 19th, and it's been a little over 4 months since I did my last video. I had surgery up at Cleveland Clinic on, it was April 18th. Here's the brochure of, well, here's a picture of what I had done. I had both my temporal mandibular joints replaced, and now that is what is on each side of my cheek. Basically, well, I'll show you how this looks right now. Can you see that?
Mhm.
Okay, that's where, the stitches were. And then I have some here, and then here. And that's because, I had both sides done. Basically, I think I had my stitches in, what was it, 3 weeks? 3 weeks, I think I had the stitches in, and then it took them a while to remove them, but it didn't hurt at all. It took a long time for the exterior ones to be removed. The inside ones all dissolved on their own, but it did take her about an hour to take them out. But like I said, it didn't hurt at all. This video is basically just to show you how my chewing has changed since my surgery. I haven't had any physical therapy. Well, other than that one handheld device, but I didn't use that much. So, okay, I'm going to start with some French fries from McDonald's. Now, I'm not too sure how I'm going to bite down on these. So, in my first video, every time I bit down, I held up like a finger, each time I was able to bite down. So, I don't think I'm going to need to do that this time, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. And that was actually very easy, but I think I'm going to show you like how many times I bite down. But that really wasn't, it was a little bit awkward, but like it didn't hurt. And I knew what to do. What?
No noises.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I didn't hear any noises either. Okay, which I had that a lot when I was chewing. Okay, so here we go. Like, I'll just start with the number of chews after I bite down. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty easy. I had a little bit of trouble halfway through, but I think it's because the fry was so long. But I'm just going to eat a few more, and I'm not going to, show you how many times I bite down, because I can tell it might be obvious. Okay, here we go. And that's good. That was on my, my right side. Here's another one on the right side. Okay. Now we're going to move over to my left side. I still tend to go for the soggy ones instead of the hard, crispy ones, just out of habit. It is a little easier to chew on the right side, so when I see my surgeon tomorrow, I'll let him know that. For some reason, it's just easier. It's a little more challenging to chew on the left side. So I'm going to do the left side again. No. Yeah, chewing on the right is quite a bit easier. Oh, what the heck. A couple more. Okay, so those were the French fries from McDonald's. All right, now we're gonna move on to we're gonna move on to popcorn next. No, we're gonna move on to Taco Bell nachos. By the way, this video is being made about 10 o'clock at night, which normally before my surgery, this late at night would have been even more difficult to chew. Like the later in the night, the harder it was to chew. But since my surgery, that doesn't matter anymore. So it's the same. I'd say morning, noon, and night. Okay, so nacho. Okay, that was way different than in April. Way different. I'm not hearing any noises. The other thing, I remember in my first video I said, oh, that even though it looked like it was hurting me, I don't think it actually was hurting. That's right, I said that, didn't I? Mm-hmm. That like, even though on my face, when I was chewing in that first video, it looked like I was in a lot of pain, but I wanted to let everyone know I wasn't in pain because I get that Botox injections. So it's the same right now. I'm not in any pain as I'm chewing, and I'm not hearing all this popping and cracking noises, and I'm not trying to figure out like how to chew. It seems like it's just a lot easier. Okay, so here's another one. Wow. I'm pretty amazed right now. Can you bring me a toothpick, please?
Sure.
The other thing that's neat about this is, and I don't know if this is, I really don't know if this is because of the Botox treatments that I get for my dystonia, or if it's from the surgery. I'm not too sure, but my tongue is not wanting to push this food out of my mouth every time, like it's, did before. Hold on. Okay. And when I'm eating this, the neat thing is that I can take this chip as I'm chewing it. I can move it from one side of my mouth to the other side as I'm chewing it, and I don't remember being able to do that before. Not purposely. Anyhow, maybe accidentally that would happen, but like now I can purposely move the chip from one side of my mouth to the other as I'm chewing it. Wow. Excuse me. Okay. See, as I was biting that chip, I actually had that nacho was on each side, and I could bite down on each side, and I could feel it crunch down. So I'm pretty excited right now. So I'm gonna demonstrate one more time, and then we'll move on to something else. Okay. Just 1 minute. Can you still see me? All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, how about popcorn? Popcorn. This is just regular microwavable popcorn. And I'm going to put 2 pieces in my mouth at the same time. Are you able to tell when I bite down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's pretty easy.
I know. It's way easier.
I mean, I have to say it does feel, it just feels strange to chew. But not in a bad way, if that makes sense. Because I'm just so not used to it, and it just feels different.
Before you had to always think about chewing,
Yeah.
and now it's.
I don't have to think about it as much. Yeah. Yeah. And I had to think about it so much because this was just, it was not moving. You know, my joints just were not moving and allowing it to go down. So I was trying to think of how to force it to happen. And I remember remember how I had to do that?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to do that. I think my talking's the same, but I'm not even sure. So it'll be cool for me to look at the video and see if it's, you know, the same. But, okay, I'm going to do a little more popcorn. Okay. So that's enough of the popcorn. I'm gonna have a lot of, okay. Now we have 2 saltine crackers, which these were definitely my worst nightmare. One of my worst nightmares, but this is going to be probably pretty easy. Okay, here we go, saltine cracker. Wow.
Way different.
I know. Okay, this is good. Okay. It didn't hurt, but I'm just getting emotional because that's a big difference. Okay, here's another one. Well, hmm. Wow. A little dry. Wow. Okay. That I didn't even have to think about that, and I know normally I would have to. What I did have trouble with that time is at one point the cracker, it was like it ended up in my mouth this way. When it was inside, it was up and down, and that I did have a problem with because I couldn't. I had to get it so that I could make it flat to bite. But at one point, I got it in my mouth, and you could probably tell in the video where I started having problems. It's because it changed shape and was like this in my mouth. And that is the thing that I do have problems with is like for a hot dog, for instance, or a donut, anything that's, well, let's just stick with a hot dog. When I eat a hot dog about a week ago, it basically, it was hard to chew. And I think it was because it was in a bun and it was, tall. It had to go in my mouth a different way. These I can put in like this. But the hot dog I couldn't. I had to, put it in my mouth like up and down. So that made it hard, and then it accidentally came flying out of my mouth, and then I got mad and haven't tried a hot dog since then. But that is the thing that I know 4 months later that I definitely need help with is being able to open up my mouth bigger so that, say, I can eat a donut without having to kind of like slice it in half, Okay, so I'm going to do this one right here. So that was pretty easy. It wasn't bad at all. Now I think, can we press pause so I can, oh, we can't, oh boy, okay. Well, here, look at this. Why clean out my teeth? I don't know. Alright, let's see here. There you go. I'm still here, I'm just using my toothpick because now I'm going to chew gum. Okay, I'm back. Before I chew my gum, I just want to say that it was Dr. Joseph Krajekian. Sorry if I'm saying your name a little bit wrong, but he is the surgeon. He's the one that did my surgery up at Cleveland Clinic. And he's awesome, and I go and see him again tomorrow. And so when you're watching this, I just want to say thanks a lot because it's definitely changed my life for the better. No doubt about it. Okay, now for the gum. This is a piece of juicy fruit. Okay. This might be a little weird, but. It's not bad.
Or you couldn't even do it.
I'm showing off right now. Wow. I can't believe it. Oh, and I know I can blow bubbles now. Like about 2 months ago, I could blow a bubble. I couldn't really use a gum, but I could blow a bubble. But that was about 2 months ago. Yeah. And if someone's watching this is thinking about having the surgery done, you should email me or something. I'm sure I'll put something out how to get a hold of me, because I definitely have some hints about what to eat after surgery. Some good yummy stuff and that you don't have to chew. Oh, and then there was something else that I'm going to think of that people have to know. I can't remember what it is, but it's something that I wanted people to know if they had it done. But I'll type it out when I think of that. And when most people chew gum, they hit their mouths closed most of the time, but
Once in a while.
it's like shift sides.
Yeah.
Okay. I really only have to think about it a little bit. Like, it's really easy to move it from one side of the mouth to the other. Yeah, I don't really have to think about it too much to figure out how to chew it. Alright, so I'm going to do one piece of gum. And then I think I'm done. Oh, I guess I'll mention something. But, yes, I will mention this because it was mentioned to me before I had my surgery by Dr. Kajekian. So, you know, I don't know if the person watching this is going to have it done at Cleveland Clinic or, you know, go to somebody else. But if you do go to somebody else to have the surgery done, if they don't already tell you this, you might want to ask about it. And it has to do with your eyebrow. Like he told me before I had the surgery done, that I might not be able to, I don't want to say this, that my eyebrows might not raise up again. It could be temporary, it could just last for a few days, it could be permanent. But he explained to me they were working so close to that muscle that
The
nerve, sorry, okay, that you know may not come back. And in my case, it did not come back on my left side. It might, to have anything done about it, they did say that they have to wait like 6 months after the surgery before they would even consider doing anything about it. But, you know, in the long run, it doesn't really matter because it's just a eyebrow. So it does look a little bit weird, but like I said, if your surgeon doesn't mention that to you that could happen, you know, you might want to ask about it just so you know. But basically, you know, when you raise your eyebrows, you know, it is a little strange, but it also makes people laugh. So anyhow, that's but see, like if I go like this, watch, it will probably stay up. Hold on. See, I think it stays up for a little while.
Yeah, that's actually a good sign. The nerves working.
Oh, really? Okay. See, and then it stays up. So, but then when it goes down, you'll notice I have like, oh, it just looks like I have extra skin right here compared to, you know, this side. So it's not that big of a deal. I just basically don't wear eyeshadow, and no one can really notice. But if you wear eyeshadow, people are going to be able to tell. Okay, so let me just get a new piece of gum since I made that. Okay, here we go. Second piece of juicy fruit gum. It's easier on the right side. I'm not hearing any noises at all. Nothing. It's not getting stuck. I remember in that first video, things would get stuck and I'd have to force, if I got really desperate, I'd have to force myself to close, which was, you know, like I said, doing that. I don't, I'm never going to have to do that ever again. I know that. I don't know, it doesn't feel like anything's getting stuck. It just, a couple of times it just takes a little while for me to make contact, you know, between my teeth, but it just comes really gooey too. It's almost
Yeah,
like,
it's too soft.
it's almost like, yeah, too soft or too slimy, but what I like to show is this. It may not look good, but it feels good to be able to do that. Okay. So, I guess that's it for the Jenny show, and I hope maybe I can help some people out there. And like I said, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to email me, and I'll help you out however I can. Okay, goodbye.